Hey guys, so in this video, I want to talk about Jollibee as part of the stocks by request. As you all know, we feature the top stocks that you guys presented or requested via social media as well. But before I talk about Jollibee, I want to talk about a couple of things. Number one, unemployment in the US skyrocketed already. There's around 10 million people who lost their jobs over the past 2 weeks already. So let's see how big that will go, especially if the US continues to lock down more places and more cities and states. That means retail will be down. That means more and more people will lose their jobs as well. So we'll be continually monitoring that because at the end of the day, that impacts the American economy. Jobs are very, very important. Jobs are a big indicator of how healthy an economy is. And please do note, this is happening across the board. No? A lot of countries around the world, a lot of cities, companies around the world are losing, are not earning, are closed, and in turn, for them to be able to survive, for them to be able to do well, they have to lay off jobs, and that's what's been happening in the States. Another thing that I'd like to point out before we talk about Jollibee is oil prices have started to creep back up. It's basically because China, I'm supposed to say China, Saudi and Russia were able to strike some sort of a deal to lessen the production. Please remember, one of the reasons why oil prices were up was pretty much because were going down was pretty much because Saudi and Russia did not have a deal and they just kept on producing. And please remember, one of the reasons why oil prices was down is number one, demand is low because a lot of people are on lockdown. The demand for oil around the world is down, which is good though for the environment, but not good for oil companies. And number two, because they kept on producing, there's a large stockpile of supply but low demand, and prices just continue to go down. That being said, there's a deal. So since there's a deal in place, there's a possibility. That's why prices started to creep back up already to where it was. Now, back to our stocks by request. As you all know, the goal and the narrative of this is to give you analysis and to share as much as I can in order for you guys also to have the right foundation when it comes to investing. Again, these are not stock picks. This is me just sharing my ideologies. This is just me sharing the things that I know so that you guys can analyze. Please remember, the goal of this is so that you don't have to think about ano yung stock na kailangan bilhin. But the better question that you need to ask is, number one, what are my buy signals for me to be able to buy this stock, and what are my sell signals later on after I own it that will cause me to actually get out and sell it. And I posted a video, I think, I'm not sure if it was yesterday or just a couple of days ago, noting that majority of the stocks, especially last week, you'll see this now, a lot of them are still in their major movements down. Even if I confirm it using GMMA, it's still showing you that it's bearish. If I confirm it using MACD, there's still no zero line cross. But here's the thing. As what we've seen in several of the stocks that we've looked at on the previous videos, majority of them from last week, if you notice this area, it started to consolidate. And this change in direction that we're seeing here basically is brought about by the change in direction that, hey, it stopped falling and it started to consolidate at a certain level. Because as you know, that even when a stock is in a downtrend, even when a stock is bearish, I'll try to draw it here. When you have a stock that's going down, so it breaks down from here, it breaks down again. If you notice it, there are areas, then I'll draw the downtrend though. Here, there are areas where it starts to consolidate. There are areas when it starts to consolidate. There are areas when it starts to consolidate. And that's what we're seeing here. So there's a couple of things that I do know for Jollibee. Number one, it's starting to build a base. Where's the base? One you can put here, around the 90, 91 peso level. Then you can put some sort of a resistance somewhere there. So that's the base that it's trying to form. So until Jollibee gets out of the 91 or the 108 range, the expectation is we will just see Jollibee just start to consolidate. So what does that mean as well? Next week, if Jollibee does not go up, you can see it already. It's very, very clear. Jollibee is closer to the resistance than it is the support. And again, as what I've been saying all the time whenever we've been making these videos, the name of the game is never to guess. The name of the game is never to speculate. All we need to do is look at the charts from a risk and reward perspective. And all we do know right now is that Jollibee is closer to the resistance than it is the support. That being said, if it does not go up and it does not break the 108.7 resistance level, then there's a possibility, there's a narrative that it just slides back down at least close to the support area. And that's what it basically is. And that's how you could basically analyze it. And that's how it should basically go. Now, if it goes back to that level, again, there will always be two scenarios. That's why technical analysis is always about risk and reward. It's always about what you do if this scenario does not work for you and what you do if it does work for you. So let's go for first scenario. If it does not work for you, if it does not go the way you want it to go, if the 91 level does not hold, then if you own the stock, it might be more prudent, especially if you're quick trading, to get away first. Why? Because if the 91 level does not hold, and if you've seen the previous videos also, it will just try to find where the next support level is. So where's the next support level? If you notice it, you can draw one line here that will show you that, hey, if the next level is not, if the 91 level does not hold, it could possibly retrace to this. And if it does not hold, it could possibly go there. So those are the possible retracement levels. If the 91 peso level does not hold, it does not hold its ground, it does not continue to progress, or it does not even bounce from it, then hey, it might be prudent to stay away because it may continue to fall. Now, what if it bounces from the 91.48 level? Then it will just try to go back to where the next resistance is. And as you all know, the next resistance is close to the 108 level. That being said, you have to measure, is this a good trade for me? Is 18.6% something that's worth the trouble that I want to get into? So 91.4, 91.5, it bounces. Possible area where it goes to is the 108.7 level. So those are the two scenarios. Number one, it does not break 108.7. It traces back to 91.5. As it goes to 91.5, if 91.5 does not hold, then it slides lower. Look at the two support levels that I've mentioned just over the past few minutes ago. Then if it bounces though, then it has a shot to go back to the 108.7 level. So if you notice it, that's why I love technical analysis, because there's no guessing, there's no speculation, there's no, you have to listen to someone else. And that's why I just keep on building. If you notice the style of the videos now, all I've been giving is the skill set for you to be able to do it. Because so you don't have to rely on me. You don't have to don't have to follow what I say. What I'm not giving you fish. I'm giving you the ability to fish so that you can do it on your own. I'm giving you perspectives on how you can create and draw your own trading plan. Because at the end of the day, that's what will work. What will work is you knowing what you're getting into. What will work is you having the right analysis and conviction that will cause you to invest and trade the markets as well. By the way, I forgot to say this. For those who are new to this channel, my name is Marvin Gerbo. I'm a stock market trader and investor, and I just love trading using charts. And I've been investing for more than a decade now, and I just love to share my thoughts via YouTube because, as you all know, YouTube is the game. But a lot of people who say TikTok is also the game, but I feel like YouTube is also the game. So I like to share my thoughts, and if you get so much value from this, super appreciate it if you could press the like button and subscribe. I now have two channels. Number one is this. The second one is a infographic channel where I teach people how to invest via infographics. The links are down in the description below. So super appreciate it. If you want to know more, subscribe and smash the bell so you get updated every time I come up with new content like this. So anyways, from a quick trading perspective also, just in case you see more buying happen, just in case you see, hey, there's a bigger shot now that more and more people start this buying frenzy. By the way, if you look at the market as a whole, over the past 15 days, we still had net foreign selling, meaning foreigners, foreign funds, institutions are still getting out of the Philippines. There's foreigners buying, but net, they're still selling. Large local institutions are buying, bottom picking as well. But let's just say a more bullish undertone continues. Then the possible narrative is a breakout from 108. This is the next possible resistance. Again, when stocks drop massively, it fails to build supports. Since it fails to build supports, we don't have a clear direction on where the next resistance is. And all we can do is just plot the chart for what it is. And the chart is telling us right now, the next logical resistance from this chart is the 168 level. So if you notice it also from the previous videos that I've created, even for Jollibee or even for other stocks, you will notice almost the same thing. Breakdown, still in a downtrend, and it has started to consolidate. And if you notice it also, if I start to zoom out here, you will see that the downtrend is not yet over. Jollibee is still in a downtrend. And for those who've been following my videos for position trading, the name of the game is to wait up until you see Jollibee get out from the downtrend. So since it's still in a downtrend, you have to exercise patience and wait up until you see it start to reverse, up until you see it start to get better and start to bounce back. So a couple of things. Number one, Jollibee still in the downtrend. Jollibee, even if I put other East chart overlays, it's still showing you that, hey, it's still relatively bearish as of this point in time. But above and beyond that, you will also see that it hasn't really reversed yet. But there's a couple of things that we do know, that around the 1991 level, people have started to buy, that it's building a support there. Number two, we've also noticed that it now has started to consolidate at certain levels. So that's it. So if you notice it, I'm not so emotional in my investments, and I've been saying this in a lot of videos because I make sure that whatever I put in for my investments is money that if it goes to zero, I'm okay. It's money that I don't plan to touch for a very long time, and it's money also that even if there's volatility, I can manage the volatility. Plus, if you arm that with technical analysis, having the strategy, having the know-how, having the technique of using charts as your guide, as your map, in order for you to make the right decisions, then you arm yourself with a greater chance also to win. It's not that you're going to play a perfect game all the time, because no one plays a perfect game when it comes to stocks. But what technical analysis will teach you, what charting will teach you, is that when you're right, you maximize it. When you're wrong, you get out. So I hope you got a lot. If you guys have any questions about this, just put them in the comment section. That's one. Number two, if you guys have other stocks that you want me to analyze, so I'll make other videos right after this, just put them also in the comment section below. And there. I hope you guys got a lot from all of this. We will have more and more charting sessions via YouTube, but we will have more. I guess I'm going to make a training session for technical analysis. Comment below. When this is all over, we're going to resume doing Stock Smarts training sessions wherever you are in the world as well. But I have two online courses. One is with Chinkitan, it's Tagalog. It's in the description below. It's called Stock Market for Everyone. And there's another English course with Sean C. It's a business/investing course called Make Money, Grow Money. You can just click the link and you can enroll. And number three, books. You can order them via Shopee. When the lockdown is over, that's when they'll start delivering it. But you can already start ordering even now. So that's it for now. Marvin Gurmo. And if you got so much value from all of this, I hope that you learned a lot. And this is something that didn't give you advice, but it gave you wisdom on how you can trade and can win. So that's it for now. This is Marvin Gurmo. I hope that this video helps you, pushes you to trade well, trade strong, trade smart. See you all again soon, guys, and God bless you.